does a child term rider end when the main life insurance policy lapses? Imagine planning for your child's future and wanting to keep them protected no matter what. You might have added a child term rider to your life insurance policy for that reason. But what happens if your main policy stops being active? Does the rider stay in place or does it disappear? That is what we are here to find out. A child term rider is an extra benefit attached to your primary life insurance policy. It gives coverage for your children, usually until they reach a certain age like 18 or 25. The rider is designed to be a temporary safety net, often with a lower death benefit than your main policy. It starts covering your children shortly after birth and lasts until the age limit or until you reach a certain age, often 65. Since the rider is attached to your main policy, it is not a standalone plan. This means that if your main life insurance policy lapses, the rider also ends. For example, if you stop paying premiums or your policy is canceled for any reason, the rider coverage for your children stops too. It is directly dependent on the main policy being active. Many policies give you the option to convert the rider into an individual permanent life insurance policy for your children before it ends. This allows your children to keep their coverage without needing to qualify again. But if you do not convert it, once the main policy lapses, the rider coverage ends automatically. It is important to remember that premiums for the rider are paid along with your main policy premiums. If you miss payments and your main policy lapses, the rider premiums are unpaid too, which causes the rider to end. So, in simple terms, if your main life insurance policy stops, the child term rider attached to it also ends. To keep your children protected, it is essential to keep your main policy in force. If you want to make sure your children stay covered, consider options like converting the rider into a permanent policy before the main policy lapses. Being aware of this connection helps you plan better and avoid losing coverage for your children unexpectedly.